features for Black History Month from Blue Floyd production by Floyd Stewart. The name of this song is MLK Jr. This song going from the clouds to the stars. Speech. In the early 60s, when I was a child, there was a man who stood for peace, freedom, and liberty. He was a black leader preaching nonviolence. His way of doing things was a man many people opposed and didn't understand the man. Yet remember way back in USA history, when our country fought for freedom from British control, the Minutemen picked up guns and fought fire with fire. Now many people marched behind this man, and his followers were knocked down, beaten, stoned, attacked by police dogs. Equality became a lost reality. If you ask the world today, who was this man who gave his life in the black struggles for justice, equality, and freedom, they would say MLK Jr. MLK Jr. The Black Panthers had their way of doing things to make a change. They picked up their guns and fought fire and fire. How soon do we forget? Do that now sound familiar? How soon do we forget? The battle cry was burn, baby, burn. This time the British wasn't coming. Who was hating on me and you? Our country was wearing that shoe. Malcolm X would say, if you want to bring about change, do so by any means necessary. Yet one man stood fast among the rest. His name was Martin Luther King Jr. His song, We Shall Overcome, shall remain in our hearts forever. In our hearts forever, we will endeavor. Nonviolence was his way to bring about change. As the crowd marched, holding hands, the only line of defense. The song, We Shall Overcome, was heard all over the world. While leaders and followers were being beaten down, attacked by police dogs, thrown in jail time after time. At that time, equality was a lost reality. What was his name? His name was Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, now we're gonna break out into this song. And here we go. One day, someday, some kind of way, this song is gonna make my day. It's gonna make my day. This song is gonna go high to the sky, from the clouds to a cluster of stars known as the Milky Way. Yes. In the early 60s, when I was a child, there was a man that stood for freedom, peace, and liberty. His way of doing things was non-violent. Many people opposed and didn't understand. His name was Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. This song is going high, high in the sky, way past the clouds to a cluster of stars known as the Milky Way. Free at last, free at last, I stand free. Free at last, come on, walk with me, follow me. Free at last, free at last, I stand free. Free at last. In the early 60s, when I was a child, there stood a man who fought for freedom, peace, and equality. Nonviolence was his way of doing things. Many people opposed him and didn't understand the man. His name was Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Free at last, free at last. I stand free, free at last. This song is going high, up in the sky, way past the clouds, to a cluster of stars known as the Milky Way.